The last lesson was the first part of our in-depth study of the improvisation and interpretation section of the exam. We focused on creating a rhythmic chord part. You will be given a chord chart like this in the exam. The tempo will be between 80 and 90 BPM. You will be asked to play an improvised line to a backing track of 4 bars, in the key of either G major or E minor. You may choose to play either rhythmic chords or a melodic lead line. You have 30 seconds to prepare, then you'll be allowed to practice during the first playing of the backing track before playing to the examiner on the second playing. In this lesson, we're going to look at improvising a melody. When you first start working on this test, it's best to put aside the idea of playing after only 30 seconds of preparation. Start slowly, allowing yourself as much time as you need to prepare to play the test correctly. Devise a routine to select the correct scale and identify and practice challenging sections, for example, creating a good ending. You should follow this routine every time you perform a test. As you become more comfortable with the process, you can reduce your preparation time until you reach the 30 seconds you'll be allowed in the exam. Here's one way you might approach it. Start by looking through the chords. The first chord will tell you which scale to use. If the first chord is a major chord, then use the G major pentatonic or G major scale. If, like this example, the first chord is an E minor or an E minor 7th chord, then you can use the E minor pentatonic scale or the E natural minor scale. You are free to improvise as you like, but remember that you do not have to play new material in every bar. Catchy melodic ideas that contain repeated phrases and show a sense of direction and musicality, and this includes rests, will invariably gain higher marks. Here is a solo using the E minor pentatonic scale, where the first and fourth bars are the same. One idea that is often overlooked is to play simple phrases that use repeated notes. Here is an example that uses just 4 notes and creates interest by using repeated notes and rests. It's important that you end the test in a musically satisfying way. Look to round off your improvisation in a way that brings the test to a distinct resolution, rather than simply playing till the end of the final bar and stopping abruptly when the music stops. One way to do this is to finish your solo on the root note. The root note is the most important note in a scale and is the note where the scale gets its name from. So the root note of the E minor pentatonic scale is E. The E note occurs 3 times in the scale. The easiest way to remember to find one is remembering that the first and last notes of the scale are both E. Ending your solo on the root note will give it a resolved and final sound that rounds off the phrase well. This example does just that. When you feel ready, try playing along to the backing track. When you're in the exam, the first playthrough is a practice run, and the second playthrough is what you'll be assessed on. And it doesn't matter if the second playthrough isn't the same as the first. The whole test will look like this.
One, two, three, four.
You can get all the information you need, including information on all the supporting tests of the Rockschool exams, by visiting rockschool.co.uk.